effort.
First of all, I would like to thank Vorbis Houses, Michael Silverman, for helping to arrange this meeting and for giving us opportunity even to have this rally. Thank you so much. And thank you for your leadership, including during the pandemic. Thank you so much, Michael Silverman. Thank you. I also would like to give a chance to speak to our very good friend, person who doesn't need any introduction, person who always stands with every community in Brooklyn, in New York, in America. Congressman Hakeem Jeffries just returned from Israel, and his first call, he called me, Ari, I wanted to attend rally for Ukraine, and I said, please come to Vorbis. We will have rally right here in Brooklyn. Конгрессмен Хаким Джеффрис, он был только что вернулся из Израиля, и первый его звонок был: я хочу прийти на митинг поддержки Украины. Где проходит такой митинг? Я говорю, приходи в воскресенье. В пятницу я сказал, Vorbis на митинг. Короче говоря, он уже здесь, он с нами. Всегда, когда обращаешься к Хакиму Джеффрису, he always delivers. Always. Congressman Hakeem Jeffries.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's an honor and a blessing to be with you, to stand with you during this very important and critical moment. I'm so thankful for my good friend, Councilman Ari Kagan, for his tremendous leadership, for convening us here today as we stand with Ukraine and the people who are under siege from this very violent and brutal attack that is underway over in the motherland. I want to thank Michael Silverman for his leadership, of course, and for Dion Brown and all of my colleagues in government, each and every one of you. It's my honor to represent this community, this wonderful community in the United States Congress. And I wanted to be here today just to make it clear that the people of South Brooklyn stand with Ukraine. The people of the 8th Congressional District stand with Ukraine. The people of New York City stand with Ukraine. The people of New York State stand with Ukraine. The people of the United States of America and the free world stand with Ukraine. We're going to stand with Ukraine today. We're going to stand with Ukraine tomorrow. We're going to stand with Ukraine forever until victory is won and the Russians have been expelled. This, of course, is an existential struggle that the people of Ukraine are involved in. An existential struggle, but I'm confident, of course, because the people of Ukraine are strong.
Yes. Yes.
The people of Ukraine are resilient. The people of Ukraine are brave. The people of Ukraine are patriotic. The people of Ukraine are standing with the free world, and we've got to make sure that the free world stands with the people of Ukraine. Now is not the time, even in the midst of this brutal attack, for us to step back. Now is the time for us to fight back. And that is what we're going to make sure that we do. Because this is not simply a struggle between President Zelensky, our hero.
Yes.
He's been very heroic and brave, and that's what real leaders do. But this is not simply a struggle between President Zelensky and Putin. It's not even simply a struggle between the brave people of Ukraine and Russia. It is a struggle between democracy and autocracy. It is a struggle between freedom and tyranny. It is a struggle between truth and propaganda. And we are here to proclaim that democracy and freedom and truth and Ukraine will prevail. And as I conclude my remarks, We offer, of course, our prayers and our support for those of you who have family members over in Ukraine, caught up in this conflict. And we know that we're up against a tough adversary, a brutal adversary. Vladimir Putin is a thug.
Yes.
Vladimir Putin is a dictator.
Yes.
Vladimir Putin may be unleashing war crimes on the people of Ukraine, but Vladimir Putin will not win. And so, as I return to Congress early next week, we're going to make it clear that Democrats and Republicans, the left and the right, we all are going to stand together with the people of Ukraine and do everything necessary to ensure that victory will be won. We've provided over $1 billion so far in the last year. Much more needs to be done. Much more will be done. We will provide humanitarian aid. We will provide economic aid. We will provide military aid. We will provide javelins. We will provide drones. We will make sure that we provide the Ukrainian Air Force with the ability that it needs to defend its homeland. We are going to be there for the people of Ukraine until victory is won. God bless Ukraine. God bless the United States of America.
Always a friend, but friend of all decent people of the world. I said in City Hall, this is not a battle for Ukraine. This is all decent people of the world are with Ukraine. So if someone telling me I agree with Putin propaganda, this person is my personal enemy. Because like someone told me, oh, like Channel 1 is no longer on air in Brooklyn. I said, thanks God, that's great. Because Channel 1 was not just against Ukraine. It was against America, against West, against Georgia, against Moldova, against anything I believe in. So like I strongly believe that Channel 1 was just pure propaganda. And I strongly believe that Hitler will be very proud of Putin because Putin's lies are unstoppable. Every day he's spewing hate and disinformation. Even the whole premise of this intervention was, he said that he wants to denazify Ukraine. Meanwhile, Ukraine elected 6 presidents in 30 years. 6 presidents in 30 years, while Russia is still having Putin, same guy. He said he wanted to denazify Ukraine. Meanwhile, Ukraine has a Jewish president, Vladimir Zelensky. He said he wants to protect Russian-speaking population in Ukraine. Meanwhile, he's bombing Odessa, Kharkov, Mariupol, Kherson, Kyiv, etc. He's bombing cities with so many Russian-speaking people who are against him, by the way. My closest friend in Kyiv, he's Belarusian, who lives in Kyiv. He's publishing Russian language magazine. He said, what the hell Putin is talking about? It's a free country. You can speak any language possible. Russian, English, Ukrainian. I was in Kyiv, I was in Lvov, I was in Odessa. I was all over the places in Ukraine. I could speak any language. Nobody cared. Very friendly people. Amazing food. Beautiful country, beautiful cities. They're talking about Lvov. They never mention on Channel 1 that Lvov has an amazing opera theater, amazing parks, beautiful city. Now they're talking that we need they're talking about bombing Lvov as well, because they don't like that Poland is helping Ukraine going through Lvov. They wanted to bomb everything. Bombing nuclear atomic station is helping Ukraine, is helping Jews, is helping Russians. Who does it help? So he's a maniac, in my opinion.
Oh, yes.
Absolute maniac. And he's also threatening the whole world with his nuclear weapons. I'm so glad we have allies and friends like Congressman Hakeem Jeffries that can stand against this thug. I agree with you 100%. I also would like to give a chance to speak to another good friend of this community, State Senator Diane Savina.
I'm so proud to be here with all of you to stand in solidarity with the Ukraine. with this community, with our friends and our allies, my colleagues in government, and to say very clearly to the world, Vladimir Putin is an evil man. He is an evil man. He is a murderer of children.
Yes.
He is a war criminal.
Yes.
He must be stopped, and he will be stopped. He will be stopped. He will not be victorious. The people of Ukraine are standing up and they're fighting back. And we are watching here every day. We're watching on TV what's happening. Seeing people standing up and fighting back and refusing to back down to this evil dictator. He's worse than Hitler in many ways. He's an evil human being. Congressman Jeffries talked about what they're doing in Washington, and we all have a role to play. We will stand together. We will fight together. In the state of New York, we have some tools in our toolbox too. We're divesting our pension funds from Russian assets. We are seizing the property of Russian oligarchs. We are not going to let them profit off of this crime against humanity. We will stand with the people of Ukraine. We will stand with the people of the Russian-speaking community here in New York, the largest in the country, and send a message that this will not be tolerated. And it won't end until somebody takes out Vladimir Putin. And whoever that person is will be a hero to the Western world.
Thank you so much. Senator Diane Savina, thank you so much. Thank you. We also have representatives of clergy. I specifically wanted to invite Ukrainian father, pastor from Ukrainian church, and we have today with us Father Vasily Salkovsky from Ukrainian church. Please.
Congressman, Senator, distinguished gentlemen and ladies of the government branches, local and state-wise. Слава Ісусу Христу, good morning. Слава Україні.
Героям слава!
Тут навіть немає слів, як розпочати промову про обставини, які зараз ми чуємо, і як стаються за кожної години, міняються і стаються ще гіршими. Так що я хочу помолитись за наш народ і помолитись за наших воїнів, і помолитись за тих, що захищають нашу країну, захищають суверенність України і дають нам можливість проживати в свобідному світі. Бог зіслав Святого Духа на увесь український народ і дав йому ласку витривалості у вірі, надії, любові серед теперішніх важких випробувань. Дарував йому мир та визволив від усяких ворогів, щоб він міг у справедливості і правді прославляти доброго і милосердного Бога. І також ще молимось за Божу опіку над усіма воїнами, які виконують свій обов'язок захисту вітчизності, щоб Господь Бог зміцнював їхню відвагу і мужність та охороняв їх від ворогів видимих і невидимих. І ще молимось за тих, що вже стратили своє життя, постраждали внаслідок бойних дій. За поранених молимось, за переселенців, за тих, які втратили рідних, помешкання, майно, за всіх тих, що перебувають у зоні конфлікту. Господи, вислухай нас і помилуй нас.
Praying for people who are getting killed and hurt every single day. And also, Father Vasil also mentioned that he said he's praying for America, that let us all to be here in this free country.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
And I'd like to address you with a briefing that I received from the head of the Ukrainian Greek Catholic Church in Ukraine. It's a small church, but worldwide we are about 10 million people. and I'm very proudly saying that I am a fourth generation Ukrainian. Я не є народжений в Україні, мої батьки не народилися в Україні, мій дідо не народився в Україні. I'm a very proud Ukrainian descendant, and I work for the Ukrainian people, for the Ukrainian church, and I fulfill my life within the Ukrainian community. So, by all means, I am a Ukrainian, maybe not by birth, but by adoption, by blood.
Ukrainian Americans.
I'm a Ukrainian American today.
I'd like to say that again, this is not just fight between Russia and Ukraine. This is again fight between free world and dictatorship, darkness and light. And this is not democratic or Republican thing. And I'm very proud today to say that we are joined by Councilwoman Inna Vernikova.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I want to thank my colleague, Ari Kagan, and all the elected officials that are here today. I actually have to run in a few minutes, so I just wanted to be here for support. This was no question an unprovoked attack on an innocent country, an innocent people, Ukraine, a country that wants to be a democracy, that wants to be free, that wants to ally themselves with whoever they want to ally themselves with. They should have the freedom to live free, to live in a safe country, to be able to have the ability to defend themselves. And as Americans who support freedom and who escaped the Soviet Union, many of us here escaped the former Soviet Union, which is now Russia and Ukraine and all different countries. We know what it's like to experience communism, to be under oppression, not to have freedom to say whatever you want. Look at what's going on right now. The people in Russia cannot say what they want. They cannot speak against the government. We're here because we love this country, and as Americans, we have to support Ukraine. We have to support the people of Ukraine. They are senselessly dying right now, and I am so proud to stand here with all of you to support, to show solidarity, that we are in solidarity and unity with the people of Ukraine. And thank you all. I know there are many efforts, coordinated efforts to send supplies, medical supplies, all the equipment that's needed. We have set up a center at 311 Seabreeze Avenue. If anybody wants to drop anything off, today until 4 o'clock, Sunday until 6, and we're going to be, if you guys need to check other hours on my social media, we're posting information, how you can donate, how you can participate. Thank you all again. Thank you. God bless America.
Беженцев принимают с Украины сейчас United States или нет? Скажите.
So yesterday, President Biden signed a decree allowing TPS, temporary protective status, for Ukrainians who are already in America, so they would not be deported even if they don't have any documents. But refugee status is a little bit different. I don't know what your address is about refugee status. I believe it's a Congress, only Congress can vote for it.
Well, on the question of temporary protected status, President Biden has signed that executive order to make sure that any Ukrainians who are here, even without documentation, will be able to remain. So that was the first step. In terms of refugee status, it's my expectation that as part of an emergency appropriations bill that should be passed by Congress soon. As I mentioned earlier, there will be humanitarian aid for refugees. We know who are fleeing to Poland and Romania and some of the other NATO states that are in close proximity in that neighborhood. We'll be providing that level of humanitarian assistance. I know the Vice President will be, hopefully, or representatives of the government will be traveling to the region soon to make sure that that humanitarian operation is underway and that Congress will continue to act in all areas. That's humanitarian aid, that's economic aid, and of course that's going to be military aid.
Thank you.
Дайте, пожалуйста, два слова сказать.
Подождите, мы только еще не закончили. Митинг is not over. Meeting is not over. I would like to give a chance to say a few words to Frank Bulzoni from 60th. Frank Bulzoni from 60th precinct. Frank Bulzoni, could you come please? 60th precinct right now is collecting goods and boxes specifically to send to Poland, and then it will be from Poland to Ukraine. Frank Bonzoni, Community Affairs Officer from 60th Precinct. Yes.
Hello, everyone.
You need a microphone?
I have a big Brooklyn mouth.
Okay. Could you come here?
Hello, everyone. The NYPD is doing a humanitarian aid collection. 60 Precinct is one of the precincts that's collecting. No perishables, please, but if you want to give humanitarian aid, such as masks, Band-Aids, aspirin, etc., 60 Precinct in the lobby collecting.
I would like to give a chance to speak to a community leader, to a person who has so many friends from Ukraine and from other countries as well, who help people of Haiti, people of Israel, and people of America, of course. I'm gonna give a chance to speak to community leader Diane Brown.
Thank you, Councilman Ari Kagan, Wabash Board President Michael Silverman, Wabash Board members, Wabash families, and attendees. Plainly put, Vladimir Putin is a heartless man. How do you sleep at night knowing that you killed children? Since that dreadful Thursday afternoon, on February 24th, 2022, the unending Russia-Ukraine war is all that is being seen and heard about these days. The great loss of life. Mothers and children struggle to find a safe shelter. The brutality, the sadness, all can be felt by looking at the captures of pain and confusion televised each day. As a wife, it pains me to see another woman firmly embracing her husband for what may be the last time, as he stays behind to defend and fight for his family's sustenance and homeland. As a mother, it is heart-wrenching to hear children screaming and crying because they are afraid of what is now taking place in what was known as their home and now reduced to ruins. To all of my Ukrainian friends and families, under the sound of my voice, my prayer today, God, my prayer today is that a rebuilding of love, life, and liberty will come out of this chaos. We will continue to stand in solidarity with our Ukrainian friends and families. May the peace of God be with us all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Community leader Dan Brown, thank you so much. We stand with Ukraine. 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 Thank you so much again. We are supported by people of all religions, all races, all nationalities, all ethnicities. I am emphasizing every time I talk about decent people of the world. I would like to give a chance to speak to my Pakistani American friend. He is fighting prejudice, bigotry, anti-Semitism for many, many years. His name is Mohammad Razvi. He is a leader of an organization called Council of People's Organization. Mohammad Razvi.
Thank you, Ari. I'm so glad our congressman is here because he's been there helping every time. And I'm telling you, when he says he's going to be there fighting for Ukraine, he means it. And he is going to do that. And with Ari and all the friends that we worked together for multiple years, not today. I think I know Ari almost 18 years now. We've been working together. So me representing the Pakistani Muslim community, we just dedicated a 10,000 square foot warehouse in Brooklyn. And we already, our board members raised enough money to send containers to Ukraine. And I'm gonna call my friend Vitaly Baikov is the one who actually set this up with Lenny. And there was a person from the city of Nikolai who was on the phone last night. And he was telling us that every time, and I could not believe it, it broke my heart, every time in the daytime they go up and then they go back into the basement. And he was so terrified and he was in tears on that Zoom meeting. But the important thing is the people of all decent people, the good faith people are praying and they're gonna be with you for Ukraine. Yes, Ukraine is gonna win. We're gonna make sure of that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you so much. You already mentioned Mitya Bykov, Sam Bykov. Please say a few words. President of Holocaust Remembrance Association, Mitya Bykov, Sam Bykov. Thank you so much. He survived Holocaust himself.
Я буду говорить на языке, который вам всем доступен, вполне понятен и прочее. Я тот, который пережил Холокост. Мне было год и 8 месяцев, когда мы были в лагере уничтожения Богдановка, бывшая Одесская область, настоящая Николаевская область.
Survived Bogdanovka concentration camp in Ukraine.
И мне довелось ребенком год и 8 месяцев видеть проливающуюся кровь, видеть то, что происходило с нашим народом, который был завезен туда специально для расстрела и уничтожения.
I was younger than 2 years old when I saw blood all over the places.
Сегодня мы сегодня все соединились воедино. Сегодня мы не говорим о нациях, мы говорим сегодня о том, что война не должна существовать. Войну надо немедленно останавливать. С войной надо поканчивать. И нужно сделать так, чтобы не проливалась кровь. И дети моего возраста, и старшие дети, которые сегодня инвалидами становятся, которые становятся сиротами, лишить их возможности сегодня жить, это нет слова, которое могло бы оправдать действие.
We stand with Ukraine. We stand with Ukraine. We stand with Ukraine. We stand with Ukraine. I'm always asked, why do we need this rally? Why do we need that rally? Why do we need that rally? What does it do? First of all, opinion